Welcome to Timeline Exploration. Join me for this day in history, June 1st. June 1st, 1779. Major General Benedict Arnold of the American Continental Army is court-martialed. The initial proceedings would take place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but were interrupted due to the capture of Stony Point by the British. This would delay the proceedings until December 23, 1779, which would then take place in Morristown, New Jersey, mere months before Benedict Arnold would defect. As military governor of Philadelphia, Arnold would be charged with misuse of Continental Army wagons for his own personal use, improper dealings with loyalists, and corruption. Arnold was ultimately convicted on 2 minor charges and would later be reprimanded by George Washington in April 1780. This outcome led to his bitterness towards George Washington, the Continental Congress, and ultimately led him to become a traitor of the United States of America. June 1st, 1941. Crete falls to German forces in the 13-day Battle of Crete. This operation by German forces to take the island of Crete was codenamed Operation Mercury. This battle began with more than 20,000 German parachute troops landing on the island and would be the first large-scale aerial invasion to ever take place. There would be heavy casualties on both sides, but in the end, German forces were able to take control of Malmö Airfield in western Crete. Allied forces retreated and evacuated through the south coast of Crete with the help of the British Royal Navy. Those that stayed behind either surrendered or had joined the newly formed Cretan resistance that would oppose Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy. German forces were in control of the western part of Crete, while Italy controlled the eastern part. On September 8, 1943, Italy would go on to surrender to Allied forces, and control of the entire island was taken over by German forces until their surrender to Allied forces on May 8, 1945, which would go down as Victory in Europe Day, or as it is also known, VE Day. June 1st, 1792. Kentucky would be admitted as the 15th U.S. state. Kentucky would separate from Virginia and would become the first state west of the Allegheny region of the Appalachian Mountain Range admitted to the Union. Over the course of 7 years, beginning in 1784, 9 separate conventions were held by Kentuckian settlers to form their own state. Kentuckians desired independence due to land ownership, concerns with defense, and the distance from the capital of Virginia. Congress officially approved Kentucky to become a state on February 4, 1791. Official admission on June 1, 1792, would make Kentucky the 15th state of the U.S. Thank you for watching. Join us next time on Timeline Exploration.